Hello ladies and gentlemen. With out of bounds being a hotly contested topic at Peakenwood at the moment, I thought I'd take a few seconds and just make a little video to explain how to apply the out of bounds rule here at Peakenwood. Now it's a slightly unique case in terms of we are on a state course, we've got residential properties on our course, and we've got home gardens which encroach onto our course. Now these home gardens also are not defined by a straight line or anything. They have curves, as you can see here. There's nice movement and it looks quite natural. So our out of bounds boundary ebbs and flows with these house gardens. There's a very simple sequence that can be adopted to better understand the out of bounds and to apply it correctly. First of all, the predominant boundary is any flower bed, hedge, bush, often referred to as a house garden, that is on either side of the hole, left or right, that is attached to a property. Define the out of bounds. Now the bed line of the flowers is the out of bounds boundary. So as soon as your ball is completely past the bed line, so if it lies in the bed line, it would be deemed out of bounds, as can be seen in this example here. Secondly, where the flower bed curves and goes into a property like this, obviously it is not fair to be considered in play over there as you aren't in a flower bed. The next part of the sequence is if there's any hedge, or not hedge, a fence, a gate or a patio or anything like that that is on the boundary of the golf course. As you can see here, there aren't any of those. So the third part of the sequence is where none of the above or previously mentioned options exist, as is the case here on hole number 9. The out of bounds is defined by the imaginary line between two white stakes. Now please don't get confused with this. This stake does not talk to any other stake but the other stake on the opposite side of the flower bed. So that would mean, due to the fact that you would be out of bounds in this bed line over here, we had to make the concession that a straight line between the two stakes would define the out of bounds, where no flower bed, hedge, bush, fence, patio or gate exists. So this ball over here, which as can be seen in this example is clearly past this imaginary line, would be deemed out of bounds. So those are the three simple options, or not options, it's a sequence that we can follow. Number one is the bed line of the flower beds, bushes and hedges of gardens that are attached to properties. Number two, if none of these gardens are there, it's the gate, the fence or the patio. If that isn't there either, then only do you apply the traditional out of bounds rule, where it is defined by the imaginary line between two white stakes. I hope that clarifies quite a lot for everyone. Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gents, now we've got almost a slight anomaly here, where we've spoken about the out of bounds sequence, with number one being the boundary line of the flower beds, hedges and bushes that are attached to a house garden. If you look here on number 10, we've got a flower bed here that is not attached to a house. This would be deemed an island flower bed. Now this is not out of bounds, as you cannot have an internal out of bounds. So this would be deemed to be in play. If your ball lies inside the flower bed, it is still in play. What is going to happen going forward is all of these island flower beds and bushes are going to be marked with red stakes, making them a red penalty area. The same will be applied at hole 17, which we will go look at in a few seconds. So the options you have here, you are not out of bounds, and your ball is clearly found. You can either play it as it lies, or you can take a one-stroke penalty, nearest point of relief, 2 club lengths. If your ball is lost and you cannot find it, but you saw it go in there, because it is now a penalty area, and you and your marker are virtually certain that the ball went inside the penalty area and stayed there, you do not have to declare it as a lost ball and re-hit and the stroke and distance. What you can do now is you can obviously say the ball went inside, I'm going to take my shot penalty, nearest point of relief, 2 club lengths, not nearer the hole, and hopefully that will also speed up play. Let's go to 17. Right, ladies and gentlemen, now we are here at hole number 17 where the exact same thing has occurred. We've got an island, flower bed, hedge or bush. The cart path clearly still goes on the left-hand side of it, and this island flower bed is on the golf course side. Now, this is not deemed out of bounds. If your ball lies in the bed line, it is still in play. If your ball is in the bush, and it's very difficult to find now, again, we're going to mark this with red stakes. It will be deemed a red penalty area. And please note, at Peakenwood we do have a local rule that even if any of our water areas or penalty areas or these island flower beds, bushes and hedges are not marked with red stakes, they are to be treated as a red staked penalty area. So once again, your ball's in there, you can either find it, play it as it lies, or you can deem it to be in the penalty area, take a one-shot penalty, nearest point of relief, 2 club lengths, not near the hole, just for the sake of speeding up play, and also not to unnecessarily penalize any of our golfers with our out of bounds. Thank you very much. I hope this video has clarified the out of bounds at Peakenwood for you.